storytelling is kind of wide. It has spread. It has gone to commercial. It has gone to, the runway part of it, and it has become one. Right now, you do a gig, maybe just for a gig, and you pay some more fashion shows pay you per run. So let's say, for example, if you are paid per run, and they say like, per run is 10,000, and you do like maybe 15 of them, how much will be that? Can that sustain you for a month? Can that sustain you maybe for 2 months? So it has grown, and I'm much also happy that the Kenya society today are starting to embrace fashion, and I'm also proud of my president because he insisted that at least each and every Friday let us put on at least a Kenyan design.
Yeah.
And that's try to show you like how much the country is evolving toward the Kenya fashion industry. We are not trying to copy the Calvin Klein. You're not trying to copy, the Gucci
those
and the
international
Gabbana.
brands.
Yeah, we want to be we are the Kenyans we are. We know right now if you go to international place like where she is, if you are asked about Kenya, the first thing that comes into your mind is the Maasai community. But look at how many people, how many tribes, how many people are within our country. So our fashion, and our styles is kind of diverse, and we have so many people that we can sell, so many style and fashion styles that we can sell to the outside nation.
So true to it, over the years, the industry has evolved,
It has
become more pronounced, more independent,
Yeah.
to a point where people can now actually respect it. Not to say that, it wasn't as respected, but it wasn't as regarded as, an industry that could sustain you.
True.
As opposed to how things are right now.
Yeah.
And even just looking at still the fashion industry, back then, when you were starting, were there those necessary skills that you felt were really important to just, you need to have these skills to be in the fashion industry, considering you're very new? Over the years, you have learned so much. When you look at your journey right now, are there those skills that you feel like, if I hadn't had this skill, I don't think I would have come to as far as I am today with my fashion and, with my fashion journey?
For me, basically, I didn't go to school to study fashion and design or anything like that. This is something that I've learned on the way, from the experience. I'm glad a few people who hold my hand taught me what's right.
Yeah.
I got opportunity to work with Miss Kenya in 2012. I got opportunity to also to work with Miss Universe sometimes back. These are the people that have shown me the way of what to do. I also got opportunity to work with a very influential guy called Chris Kira. Those are the people who have directed me and shown me the way. But right now, as you speak, you see most institutions, like maybe say for the Baraton University, they have a program, I think, for fashion and design. So you see that fashion has even been,
Incorporated in the education sector, yeah.
So people get to learn all this as they go by.
As opposed to back then when you
know
had
what,
to learn
back
on the road.
On your road.
Yeah, if you don't have even, if it wasn't inboard, it would be a struggle.
True.
All right, now let me come to you, Veronica. Just looking at some of your sanis, each one of them has a different shape, and I believe there's a story, or do you have like what are they called? Collections in regards to your sunglasses. The different designs come with different stories. What's the story with the different designs that we have here?
Okay, so as I said, we have also branded sunglasses with the different ambassadors.
Okay.
Yes, and then we have, at the moment, I'm promoting, I'm actually head of sales and marketing Kenya, ShedShares Kenya, and we have other people, directors in Finland, also sales and promotion, doing sales and promotion in Finland.
Yeah.
And at the moment, I came to promote 5 different, they're named after the big 5. So
the big 5 in Kenya?
Yes, exactly.
Fantastic.
Yes, so those are the ones I am promoting in Kenya right now. And yeah, so we have different brands and branded with brand ambassador from music fields, and then they can decide like, okay, these sunglasses, if one is sold, 20% of sold sunglasses goes to education and employment of the youths from the slum.
Okay.
And if it's a branded one, and the brand ambassador can himself or herself decide where the 10% will go to. Some of them, it has gone to different kind of charities, different kind of their foundations. And then, yes, so that's all about what
so
we
in
do.
all of them, there's a certain percentage that goes to charity or towards a given cause.
Exactly.
That's already predetermined.
Exactly. And out of each sold sunglass, a tree is planted. We plant tree as well.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Now, which one is this? Which big of the big five is this one?
This Simba.
Simba.
Yes.
And at the center?
This is Tembo.
Tembo.
Yes.
And the other one?
Is it Chui?
Chui.
Yes.
I'm just curious to find out. How do they resemble Chewy, Simba, and things like that?
Yeah, the story to it.
Yes.
Actually, that one has some Chewy feel to it.
Yes.
Because of the curve,
Yes.
the very
Yeah.
smooth curves
Yeah.
that are to them.
Yes. So we just wanted, we came up with the big five, which is very important for our country as well.
Yeah.
We are having this amazing wildlife and known, globally.
To
So,
build even
yes,
Kenya, brand
yes,
Kenya
exactly.
as a
Yes,
whole.
yes.
All right. Now, you had said, just sourcing for all this wasn't as easy, but as you evolved, you continue just penetrating the market, things started to ease out. When it comes to job creation, especially for our youth, the youth are the category that are mostly affected by unemployment. How have you involved them in terms, because you had mentioned, the whole aspect of job creation. Is it in terms of the labor involved or sourcing for these materials to create these products? How do you involve the youth throughout the process just to be able to involve them and give them an opportunity to grow as well?
Okay, what happens since we partnered with World Vision has several youth programs. So in one of their youth programs, we have, they provide initial training to the slum youths, and initial training, and then we shares, we provide job for them, we pay them salary. They make these sunglasses. When we began a year ago, they were like 12 youths. And as time goes by, during this 1 year, we employed 20 youths.
Nice.
And we hope to become global brand, and then we can employ as many youths as possible. So at the moment, we hope that Kenya society can join us into this. They can come on board and buy these sunglasses so that we employ as many youths as possible. And as business grows, everybody, it's a win-win. So
Buy Kenya, grow Kenya.
Yes, yeah, buy Kenya, grow Kenya. And actually, it's not only about buying sunglasses, as I said already. It's also raising an awareness, because as I talked about global warming already, this is affecting our country so much. I remember when I was a young girl, well, I've been living in Finland for 20 years. I remember that we had forests, and now they're gone. They're really gone. And that's why we are also planting trees out of each sold sunglass. But then, of course, the global warming thing, it's like the sun's strength has become more stronger and stronger. And why people are having these eye problems, because they're not protecting their eyesight from these ultraviolet rays. And, that's why we need to raise awareness that these are polarized sunglasses, UV protected lenses, which really they are helping. And I've noticed that the time I've lived in Finland for 20 years, people from Finland, they really take care of their eyesight.
Yeah.
When the sun is there, they wear their sunglasses, and it helps.
We'll talk about that cultural move and just looking at, some of these ways in which you can protect yourself. Some of us given the African culture, si ukaa ngumu, kaa mbaya mbaya, tumezoea kuishi kiusoja, but some of these things, we take them for granted. We don't really realize the value that they add to our lives. Just wearing a simple pair of sunglasses that are, have the UV blocking factors. Even reading glasses, these days they have, blue light blockers, but we really understand we need to have a whole conversation about eyewear and its importance. But let me come to you, Brad. Now, the fashion industry, in terms of even creating employment, as you have said, it has evolved over the years. It's become more appreciated. Even the president is now advocating for, dressing Kenyan. And you recently had a fashion event.
Yes.
Tell us a bit about that.
So basically, I do a fashion show called Brad's Fashion Show. It majorly brings all the Kenyan designers, and the good thing about my fashion show is that I try to get different people. It doesn't matter whether you are on the top or at the bottom.
Cuts across board.
Yeah, it cuts across the board, and trying to create opportunity for them, to expose them. Because once something is good, we need to show it to the world.
Yeah.
So my fashion show, this was the 6th time we were doing it. It happened at Michael Joseph Center, Safaricom, and the likes of Shed Shares were part of it. She was one of the designers who showcased, and we have several designers who are there, all 15 of them. We had established, and the upcoming designers. and we also have the upcoming models and established models. So mine is basically the fashion show I'm trying to push is to still to push the Buy Kenya, Build Kenya thing, because I want fashion in Kenya to be embraced internationally. I want our fashion show to be know that we can stand, like the London Fashion Week, the New York Fashion Week, something that's not. We want a fashion show that where people can collaborate with us when they hear that there's something a fashion show happening in Kenya.
Everybody wants to be part of it.
They want to be part of
Yeah.
it. Yeah. And it's not just being part of it. It's also, like she has said, creating opportunity for the younger people, the youth, and different people that can associate with it.
All right. Now, even as you talk about fashion, we're just trying to also help our viewers understand, when it comes to fashion, you don't always have to just look there. You can look good without, not having to invest as much. You might not be as financially able to buy all these fantastic brands, all these fantastic designs. You can just work with what you have to look good and feel good. Now, let me just come to you, Brian. When it comes to dressing, everybody has a different body shape, and you need to learn how to dress your body shape. But that's an area that most people struggle with, just trying to identify, how can I dress this body of mine? Because in most cases, you may be having a very nice figure, but you don't know how to dress your body. Or you have fantastic outfits, but you don't know how to pair them. Now, let's talk a bit about, dressing, and for occasions for that matter. Let's start with the fashion show in itself. When it comes to events like those, red carpet events, what are the do's and don'ts when it comes to pairing up your outfit? And what should you wear and what should you not wear in terms of pairing?
So, first of all, I like the fact you say everyone has about different body shapes. So, always, the first thing you should always wear, love yourself. So, it's something, that confidence of loving yourself. Love yourself with the way you look. That's you. Then always try to find out what is the dress code of a particular event.
Okay.
Did they say it's a suit? Did they say it's African design? Did they say it's a bow tie event?
That will go a long way in helping you determine.
So always, so that when you get to the particular event, you don't feel off, because sometimes you go to an event, everyone is in a black suit. You are in a jacket. Then you're like, am I in the right place or am I in the wrong place? So always try to find out what are people dressing.
The dress code.
When you're on the red carpet, also try not to expose too much.
Skin?
People. Yes.
In terms of skin?
Yes, in terms of skin. Some people want to go so much overboard, they want to show their body, but then that's not necessary. Red carpet is more formal. They want you just to look cool. You can, if you want to expose a lot of stuff, those are, you can expose them maybe in different places, like a pub.
Or if it's a themed red carpet.
Yeah, a red carpet will lead you to be more formal and more cool.
So
People want to identify who you are.
Yeah. Less skin for red carpet events. If you can help it. Some people you just can't help it.
And also, makeup. People, when you want to wear on your makeup, ensure it's not also extreme. The people who does extreme makeup, just confident makeup, like makeup. Just be confident. It's trying to bring who you are. Some don't go overboard. Having a makeup that is too shouty, because also it won't look good on the pictures.
All right. And a tip for the ladies, whenever you're doing makeup and you're going for an event, if you go bold on the eyes, chill out on the lips. If you go bold on the lips, chill out on the eyes. It goes a very long way in terms of, where you want the attention at. If you want it on your eyes or on your lips or on the face in itself, just be extra with one. Don't be extra with everything.
And one last thing for me, always, nowadays people doesn't know how to dress a suit. A suit comes with a full punch of dress.
And we'll be talking about,
gentlemen,
just hold it there, history of suiting. Imekuwa ikinisumbua, by the way, and I'm so glad you are here to just tell us a bit about that. We'll be coming that in a bit, but let me come to you, Veronica. When it comes to sunglasses also, your face shape determines, the frame in which you choose to have to wear your sunglasses in. Now, advice when it comes to picking out frames that are well suited for your the shape of your face. Some of us have oblong shapes. Others have, there's diamond, there's square, there's rectangle. Everyone has a shape. Now, when it comes to knowing the proper frame for your face shape, your advice when it comes to that?
Okay, what I can say is that, now that I've been in this sunglass industry for a while, yes, I have a little bit experience when I'm selling to customers.
Yes.
That yes, it's true that you have to try to find out that what's the shape of your face. Is it a little bit narrow? Is it a little bit wide? And then with that, you go with the sunglass that suits you. When somebody have a little bit wide, my experience is that I would recommend for her something like this.
When you have
A
a
little-
wide face.
Yes,
All
I would
right.
recommend something like this, because if you have a narrow face, this will already cover your whole face.
Let me try those on. See if they look good on me. I will be your mannequin / head dummy for the show. Now,
Yeah.
how does this look good on me? Is this the perfect shape for my
Super.
face?
You look good.
It look good on you. It's very stylish, by the way.
Very
So
nice, yeah.
yes,
And I can't see anything.
You can see
So
anything?
does this complement the shape of my face?
True. It
Yes,
So this
it
would be
does.
an advisable shape for me to
yes,
wear.
it does.
All right.
Yes, and I advise people to try different shapes anyway. You just don't go like take one and
Just because you like it.
Yes.
Yeah.
You just have to try.
All right.
You know.
All right, let me try the other different designs so you can get to see what what we mean when you talk about the frames and the role they play in terms of even making you look good. Now, are these good for me? Depending on the shape of my face.
Nah.
You know, I can't
No,
even see
it
myself.
doesn't.
This doesn't complement the
Yes.
shape of my face.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah?
Because
Too
it's-
wide?
It's too wide. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, let me get the other one. This is Tembo.
No, Chui.
Chewy,
Which one is Chui?
Tempo is this.
Oh, this is Tembo. So
Yes.
Tembo looks good on me.
Yes. Chui.
Chui or Simba?
No, Simba. Sorry.
Simba.
Yeah,
So
now I'm getting
I
a
love
little-
Simba, but Simba don't look good on Jay.
It's
All
Simba.
right, let's see this one. This is now Chewy.
Yes.
Let's see, do Chewy look good on me?
Nah.
No.
No.
It doesn't complement the shape
No.
of my face.
No.
All right. So this don't look good on me. Chewy doesn't look good on me. Simba doesn't look good on me. But Tembo, on the other hand, looks fantastic on me. So just because you love a certain shape doesn't mean that you have to go for it because you like it. If you like it and it looks good on you, good. But if you like it and it doesn't look good on you, it doesn't add any value. So just go for what looks good on you. To usitembee ukikaa kama mtu hajielewi in the streets, people will judge you for just looking. All right, so always try and get somebody who can advise you, especially when you're going to buy sunglasses or even just regular prescription glasses. Get some advice and get to understand the shape of your face to just help you look good while at it. Sisi tuko na mashida za macho, but we gotta look good. We have to slay while at it. Now, let me come to you, Robert. When it
Yes.
comes to, let's first finish off with the whole bit of dressing, and let's go to suits. I see fellows walking around in suits that are too tight. Yeah? Unaona
What do you mean too
trouser?
tight?
No. Yes.
Slim fit?
I'll not say what my director is saying out up there. But you see somebody, the suit looks so good, but it doesn't look good on them. One, the length. Some like them a bit too short, which
You find it awkward?
okay, for some it looks good, but for some it just doesn't look good. Others, they're a bit too tight on the bum, on the rear end. Even you see the pocket, it's literally sticking out. And someone is still walking around saying, I look good. And they are too tight going down the thigh. When it comes to getting a proper fit for your suit,
Okay.
as opposed to skinny suits. Your advice to our men when it comes to fitting suits, and also ukivaa unaona hapa hivi kameingia na ndani imeenda lunch kwa makwapa. It's literally been eaten into when it comes to getting the proper fit as opposed to something that are there skinny suits in the first place?
Well, we don't have skinny suit, but we have slim fit.
Slim fit and fitting suits.
Yeah.
Just help us understand when it
So
comes
a
to
slim
the
fit,
two of them.
a skinny suit, I don't know what suits are those.
Hizi zenye
Nowadays,
watu wanavanga inaona you can see the shape of the muscle on the thigh.
when you put one thing, always when you put on a suit, ensure it's comfortable
Yeah.
to you, number one, and to the next person next to you.
Comfortable to the eye.
Yes, so comfortable to the eye. I know that people want to, they want to show their muscles, so they want to have things that are extremely fit to them. But it also still depends with the occasion. What is the dress? What is the dress code of that particular given situation?
Yeah.
For me, I will never. I always do slim fit suits, but then not too tight.
But
suits.
slim fit doesn't have to be tight.
It doesn't have
That's
to be
the
tight.
thing. It
yes.
doesn't have to be tight.
It doesn't have to be tight.
Yeah.
Because the moment you start to expose everything, then people start judging you.
Yeah.
Trust me. then the length of the suit also depends. That definitely depends with the designer of the suit. So sometimes you're too tall, and you bought a suit that doesn't fit you.
That is short.
But then you need to get your right size. You need to ensure that you have a right size of it. And when you're dressing a suit, also never forget to have a watch.
A watch goes well with the suit.
A wristwatch is very important. Nowadays, people
It's part of the suit.
Yes, it's a part of the
Part
suit.
of wearing the suit.
Yeah, I
Wait.
never forget to have a tie. I didn't have mine unless it is to watch. Yeah.
Now, the other issue is the length of the tie. For some, I still don't understand this. It used to happen in high school. Unavaa tai kamefika hapa. And you're in a full suit. Others, this tie is way too long. Now, what is the proper length for wearing your tie? Should it be just above the belt or at the belt level or far beyond it or above it?
Wow.
What's the proper
Very
length?
important discussion. We have two length of the tie.
Yeah.
We have the British length and the American style. The American style is down. It's got till down here. But
Above
then-
the belt line or
yes,
past
past the belt
past
line.
the belt line.
Yeah. Then the British one is half
Above.
of it.
All right.
Above the belt line.
All
So for that, there's no problem about it.
depending on which
Depending
style
on which style you are
American or
choosing to, yeah.
Brit.
So
But it
also
shouldn't be
depending with your
up
suit. So you
kifua.
need it. No. Here is no. It's a
No, it's a no-no.
Yeah, it's a no. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes, gentlemen, usivae suti na katai kamefika hapa. Unachoma brand,
Yeah.
man. You are doing a disservice to that suit. Decide to go the Brit way or the American way.
Yeah.
Belt line or slightly past the belt line.
Yes.
Good?
Yep.
Now, when it comes to wearing shirts as well, we see these days with very fitting shirts. Kuna slim fit shirts. But there are those who also go overboard. Unavaa shati unaona tunachungulia hapa hivi tumbo inachungulia kidogo around the breast area unaona kame stretch kidogo. Also when it comes to getting the proper fitting for your shirt, what are those things that you should be looking for?
You need to know your body size. Once more, you need to know your body size. The people who are slim, they're basically gym. They've worked out. They want to show their muscle. But then, if you see at their chest, when they put on a shirt, it's open. So you need to know that when anytime you're putting on a shirt, if like for example, I'm not having a bow tie right now, so the last button here should be open. This one.
If you're not wearing a tie or a bow tie.
Yes, you need to open it. This one is you should button it to the last. You see this?
Just the first button should be open?
Yeah, the first button should be open.
Okay.
To any shirt, if you're not having a tie.
Okay.
The moment you have a shirt that is exposing your body parts, then that means it's not right for you. You need to get something that fits you.
Yeah.
I believe each and every person has got a shirt that fits. We have XS, L, we have large, you have medium. So you need to get what fits you. Another thing also, you need to get the right, color, because our color, some of us, like for example, I would go for dark, the entire dark, you have to break it up because I'm dark myself. My body skin is already dark, so you need to get something that's gonna break you, that's gonna make you get
Bring some
identified.
life into the
Yeah,
entire outfit. Now, the next section is still tricky, but I want to hear your opinion. From a lady's point of view, we see our men walking around, amevaa vest ndani ya shati na amevaa shati ya white. Na unaona vest. In other words, you're showing us your bra as a man. Yes. What do you think about this situation? A man wearing a shirt and a white vest inside, and it's a white shirt, and you can clearly see
Is
the
he
vest.
putting a white shirt and a
A
white
white
vest?
shirt and a white vest. Your thoughts before we get to address it.
I think that means like
Do you like it
doesn't-
even in the
no, I
first
don't
place?
like it. He doesn't have this taste of fashion. That's all it means, because why would somebody do that?
I know.
Yes.
Why would you wear a white vest with a white shirt and you can clearly see, or a bright colored shirt that shows the vest that you're wearing on the inside?
Oh, what is your thought? Before
First of all-
before I answer your question, what's your thought?
I absolutely don't like it because, in other words, it's
Yeah.
like showing us your bra.
Yes.
It's like wearing a see-through outfit. You are literally showing us what you
Yeah.
are wearing on the inside. And for ladies, if you're wearing something bright, a bright outfit, you wear dark undergarments so that they don't show
They don't
in terms of the color. But for our men out there, and even our fathers, you wear very bright colored shirts and a white vest on the inside, and it shows. Your advice when it comes to wearing vests and bright colored shirts?
I wouldn't put on something that is making my white vest to be seen. Definitely, in such kind of a situation, I'll definitely, put on a coat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
that-
don't go around showing
so I
people
don't
what
go,
you're wearing
yeah,
on the inside.
because it's gonna raise attention for no good reason. People will start judging you like, is this guy just okay? Put something that is gonna, it's not gonna reveal too much of you too.
Yeah.
So that's something that's just, when people see you, dressing is how people judge you. Like right now, I come here and I see you dressed like
A
I say,
first
like,
impression.
It's the first
First
impression.
Yeah.
So if you are dressed not in a good way, people will judge in different way.
Yeah, so you go around showing us your bra and you judge another lady for wearing a see-through top. And we are the same.
Yeah.
So, see, don't look at the log in somebody else's eyes and you're showing
True,
us your bra as a man. Now, another thing, I also want to hear your thoughts. When it comes to, for the gentlemen as well, I know it's not your industry as such, but of
Yes.
course I want to hear from you as a lady.
Yes.
When it comes to our men and wearing shoes and some shoes without socks.
Ooh. I'm getting you.
Yes,
Okay.
your thoughts. Do you like a man who doesn't wear socks and how he doesn't wear them with the whole outfit and the shoes, or you'd prefer a gentleman who puts on socks? Or
Do you know
depends
what?
on the outfit?
Do you know what?
This is a very interesting question.
I just have to be honest.
Yes.
Very
Well,
honest, please.
yes.
Ongea tu Kiswahili hata mother tongue if you have to.
Yes. When I saw him like this, it looks cool. It
Yeah.
depends what you're wearing
Thank you.
it with. Yes.
How you are wearing, how you're not wearing
yes,
socks.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. So I think it will depend on that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now,
So-
I like
let me
it.
come to you, Brian.
What
Which
is
shoes?
Another thing.
Yeah.
No, I want you to answer the same question you have asked us. What do you think about men who doesn't put on socks?
First of all, if you put on a suit,
Mm-hmm.
I'd much prefer if you have on socks.
That is a no.
Then, no.
I will tell you this. Let me
It's my
explain to you.
opinion. It's my
Okay.
opinion. If you put on a suit, I'd prefer you put on socks, even if they're not visible. We have invisible socks
Okay.
that you cannot see, but they're under the inside the shoe.
You're right.
And there's some who just kuna mtu umeingia kwa room mtu anatoa kiatu, you feel like running away because of not wearing
Hygiene.
socks.
True, yeah.
Hygiene issues.
Yeah.
Socks help to absorb the sweat, and for some you have sweaty feet, and you still choose to not wear socks, and you've been out in the sun the entire day. You walk into somebody's
House.
space or house, unatoa vitu, unamwambia usitoe, sijaosha nyumba, just trying to be polite about it.
Yeah,
Now, first of all,
Yeah.
when it comes to the shoes that need socks and shoes that don't need socks, because there are those which need and those which don't need. Which are those? Advice our gents, the basics.
Mostly, if you put on a boot, their boots, you definitely need a socks.
Cotton
Yes.
socks for that matter.
If you put on a closed shoes,
Yeah.
you definitely need a socks. Some of the loafers, like the one I'm putting on, doesn't need a socks. We call them wet shoes.
Wet shoes, they that have this
So,
gloss look to
yeah.
them.
You
All
don't
right.
you don't need socks for them because you just put them
Just
for a
slip through.
few. It's for a few minutes, then you're out. You can put on some sort of stuff.
Okay.
When you're putting open shoes, you don't need a socks. You've seen some people going on around with open shoes
And
with socks, and it
socks.
looks ugly. You're like, what this guy's doing? You need to just like to stop someone and get that socks out from the
Yeah.
outfit. So when there are some shoes and styles, you don't need a socks. There's some you need a socks for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So loafers, moccasins, those ones don't
Not
need
so,
socks.
and also not all loafers.
Yeah.
You don't need a socks. And there's some loafers if you put on a socks, but they choose the right socks. People just put on socks because they want to put on socks.
And
Your
those who put on
dress,
ankle socks with such.
yeah, you're dressed in a very nice suit. You look very good. Then
Look at your shoes.
The socks you're having, man. And with the men have a problem with socks.
Choosing socks.
Yes.
Yes.
Some of them, socks. To be honest, I don't want to go on a bad way.
But we're
But
having a very
socks-
honest conversation.
Socks are not things to be,
Taken casually.
things to be repeated. You should have different.
Fellas, are you,
You should,
listening?
you should
Tuongeze
put
volume.
you should put a socks like once.
Once,
Yeah.
get
Just
it
one-
washed.
Yeah. Get it washed. If you can get it washed, buy another one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And don't throw it.
Don't repeat them.
Tujifunze kuosha
Don't
socks.
repeat it like you put in today, you put in tomorrow. Yes, your feet will smell.
All right.
Yeah.
And also we'll be coming to the ladies, but let me come to you now. Back to the sunglasses conversation. Also for our kids, do you have sunglasses for our children? Because these days you're seeing kids wearing prescription glasses from a very young age due to light issues, and most of them is usually because of the light. Do you also cater for children when it comes to sunglasses?
Yes, we do. In the beginning, we designed as well children's sunglasses, but then, I think
The market wasn't
the
as
market
receptive?
wasn't, yes, yes.
Yeah.
So then we slowed down a little bit, but we are again
Back at it.
back at it because people have been asking the same way you have asked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
So,
need to get
yes.
sunglasses for our children.
Yes, exactly.
All right. Now, what it slipped my mind. The other question that I had in regards to, oh yes, do you just do sunglasses, or you are hoping to venture into prescription glasses and prescription sunglasses? Because some people like us, I'm short-sighted, so sunglasses are usually no unless they're prescription glasses,
Yes.
because I can't see far. Are you hoping to go into prescription sunglasses?
Yes, that's we are planning to do that. We have been making some agreements with the optical
Companies within?
companies
Yeah.
within, and then we are going to make them.
We're gonna make them?
Yes, yes, exactly.
All right.
Yeah.
So for some of us, we'll be taken care of.
Yes, you'll be able to get shade shares,
Yes.
which has prescription.
Yeah, juu
Lenses.
wenyewe wetu hatuwezi tembea bila miwani. I only remove my glasses to shower and to sleep. The entire day I have
Yes.
to have my glasses on,
Yes.
which
and
is
and at the moment, what we can do,
Yeah.
if some, because these are amazing frames, we can also make a frame, and then you just go and make.
you get the
you get the
prescription
yeah.
glasses
Yes,
put.
exactly, put.
Ah, fantastic.
Yes.
So we do actually hope that you're gonna go that way. And
Yes.
let's have I also want to rock a very nice pair of sunglasses. This is a Tembo.
Yes.
Tembo
it
looks
was
good
really
on me.
Yes.
Tembo looks good on me, so I'd like to have
Yes.
some Tembo sunnies as
Yes.
well. Now, this casing looks absolutely fantastic. What material is this?
It is a cork material.
Like the wine cork material?
Yes. Yes. Exactly. And our product, what it's all about is they are all recycled
material.
You can recycle them. So we are making
The
you know,
environment healthier.
environmentally
Friendly,
friendly
equipment.
materials.
Ah,
Yes.
fantastic.
Yes.
All right. Now, let's get back to Matters Fashion, and now to you, Brian. Now for the ladies. Yes, see, we are now done with the gentlemen.
Ladies
It's
are,
okay.
ladies are, yeah.
Even we also have a struggle.
problem.
What comes to mind when you talk about ladies and fashion? The first thing that comes to mind.
For me, a lady who should obey her fashion, should obey fashion, and should obey style. It's not costly to have a stylist sometimes, or it's not costly to just to do a research
Yeah.
and find out. Going back to like, if I'm going to Dunda, what do I need to put on for Dunda? If I'm going to a job interview, what do I need to put on for a job interview? If I'm going to meet, let's say for example, I'm coming to meet you, or maybe we are going for a coffee date, what do I need
Date
to
night,
put on?
yeah.
Things like that. So some of our ladies, again,
The
they
struggle
want,
is
They
real.
want to be seen on the first, on the first eyesight when you meet them for the first time.
Yeah.
And how they want to be seen portrays a lot about them.
First impressions matter.
Sometimes it's not in the bad. It's not in the good way. It's in the bad way.
Yeah.
They expose too much, which is not the best way. Yeah.
So when you're going for dates, especially if it's the first time you're meeting the guy,
Yeah.
try and have less skin showing.
Be-
It goes a long way
It's true.
in terms of impression.
Yeah.
And you should always factor in the shape of your body, because
Yeah.
I think that is also a struggle that we ladies have, trying to dress the shape of your body because you want this outfit and it looks so good on that mannequin. But when you try it on,
I don't know if you have seen these ladies. Sometimes, I don't know how they do it. You leave your home in a body tights. I don't know if I'm gonna say that, but exposing too much.
Yeah.
Those I can see through body tights, and you're just confident in them walking them. Maybe you are from the gym with those kind of body tights, and you wanna go with them to town. It's kind of embarrassing sometimes. Yeah, so you just need to put on something that is cool, for a particular place, a particular. If I'm coming to meet you, I need to know I'm going to meet her. What do I need to put on?
Yeah.
Sometimes maybe just look how that particular person put on. He doesn't like a few stuff. There are people, some of us that get turned off with minor stuff. Like,
Yeah.
for example, you're coming to meet me, I'm your guy, but then you're coming to meet me in things that doesn't look good.
Yeah.
You just get turned off.
it's a proper
We
term.
won't tell you, but then the next time we want to meet you.
It will be shown in the next
Yeah.
date. Now, another thing is when it comes to wearing heels. From your experience, when it comes to choosing the right heel for the right occasion,
Yeah.
because we find ladies struggling to walk in heels, man.
When it comes to 5 to 16 inch heels
Yeah.
are a no.
Not for regular
for regular
going about your
walk
day.
every day.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you'll have problem with your spine. I'm being honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
Have low heels. If you have to walk in heels, if it's important for you, you can have wedges. And I recommend anybody who want to go around in town, you have daily business to do wedges. Wedges are more comfortable with
because
each
of
and
the
every lady.
platform,
Yeah, because you're moving a lot, if it's a must you have to put on heels, then carry your flat shoes.
Yes.
So that when you get to a particular place for a
You're
particular,
smoking. You just
just
quickly
get
switch
it and
up.
switch
Don't
it on.
struggle.
Yeah, don't struggle.
Yeah.
So ladies are, you need to know that once you're putting on some kind of stuff, at the end of the day, like 5 to 6 inches of heels.
Hizo za kuketi na kupigwa picha, kusimama,
Yes.
walk to the
Maybe-
car and back.
Yeah, or
the
maybe
most you
just,
can do.
or maybe
Yes.
just a runway catwalk, and that's it.
All right.
Yeah.
So don't kill yourself
Don't
in
kill yourself, yeah.
5-inch heels and
Yeah.
you're a flat foot.
Yeah.
Especially flat foot people. If you are a flat foot, and that means literally you have a flat foot. You don't have an arch on your foot. If you are flat footed, you really get uncomfortable in heels. So don't struggle to strut in those heels like unatembea ni kama unaguli creep. I've seen that. Someone walking in town and their knees are not even straight. Your back is not straight. You're just trying to
Yeah.
bend down to sort of ease the pressure on your legs. Unaguli creep ukitembea. And the struggle is epic, but you're still there trying to just slay in those heels and it's not doing you good.
Yeah.
Just go for a heel that is comfortable, yes, and carry flats if you have to just switch in between when you have to. Now, as we bring the conversation to a close, let's start with you, Veronica. When it comes to eye care and just taking care of our eyes, and even before we get to that, eye contacts. We see these days them being used for cosmetic purposes, aesthetic purposes, just to look good in them. But how safe are they? Because some people are not as careful when it comes to the hygiene bit of it, because you need to wash your hands before you use these contacts. When it comes to taking care of our contact lenses, how do we go about that? A basic routine for contact lenses.
Okay. Since I'm not an optician, but anyway,
from where you stand, from what you have gathered over the years.
Yeah, I would say that it's not a good hygiene to use those. And some people, as you say, some people use them for, just for fashion, just for fun, which is not advisable. And what I can say is that now when I'm talking about Finland, for example, nowadays people go for eye surgery.
Laser surgery.
Yeah, laser surgery instead of using eye contacts, and it works. So I would advise that.
All right.
Yes.
And if you don't like contacts like we, tuvai mashishio.
Exactly.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Now, as we now bring the conversation to a close, maybe your advice to our viewers out there when it comes to just grabbing yourself a pair of sunglasses, and not just any sunglasses, but sunglasses that have the UV factor.
Yes, I would say that, it's very important to protect yourself from this
ultraviolet rays.
UV radiation. Yes.
Yeah.
And it's the most important thing, as we spoke already in the beginning, is about the story behind the sunglasses. It's not only about buying a sunglass. You become a part of a great story, because our company, we are now aiming towards becoming a zero carbon footprint company.
Nice.
Since we are planting trees as well, we care about the future generation, that in the future our children, they will still find forests, they will still animals. We care about wild animals.
They'll still have a home.
Yes, they will still have a home.
All right.
And of course, afforestation is the best way of tackling global warming or climate change.
All right.
So these are all our values in our company.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Brian.
Yes.
To our ladies and to our gents, when it comes to just how much your outfit speaks and the first impressions, and why it's important to look good and feel good while at it.
So for me, always dress for the occasion and understand why you're dressing for that particular purpose. Remember that fashion is something that repeats itself. Whatever you're putting on today, the same things like this, these are things that have been put on before. But style, so in short, fashion can sometimes die, but style can never die. So you need to be well, you need to understand who you are, understand your body type. It's necessarily not very hard to understand what you can put on, and it's not mandatory that you must buy things which are 20,000
Yeah.
to look good. You can buy something which is 20 shillings and you still look good.
It's just how you wear
Yeah,
it.
just how you wear it.
All right.
Yeah.
There you have it. Thank you so much for coming
Thank you.
through.
Just one more thing.
Yes.
I would like to add that for Kenyans, for our Kenyan society, you can order your sunglasses from masoko.com. Yes.
All right, give us your social media handles so that you can be able to get all this information as and when they need it. Remind us the social media handles once more.
Shade Shares Instagram and Shade Shares Facebook.
All right. Brian, social media handles?
The only Brian Robert, Brad's Fashion. Brad's Fashion cuts across Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
All right. There you have it. That brings a close to our lifestyle segment today. Remember, we were talking about fashion and design and, of course, the eye care bit of it all. And we have been speaking with Veronica Westergaard, who is one of the co-founders of Shade Shares, which is an eyewear company. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
And to the extreme left, we have Brian Robert, who is a model and event organizer and also works with Brad's Fashion. Thank you so much, Robert.
Thank you so much.
That brings us close to our lifestyle segment, but we have another fantastic discussion coming up in not too long. Keep it here. This is Good Morning Kenya. The hashtag ever remains hashtag Good Morning Kenya on Twitter. My handle is Jane Wamboi. My colleagues at Remanyara and at Ramaguko and at Dorina Range, those are their social media handles. And of course, our SMS line 20154 is the number. We want to take a quick break, but we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.